Hi, this is Iris from my supercar expert. Porsche Cayenne with its 12-voltage lithium battery. Is a big headache? There's a solution now. $200 and a reliable AGM battery. Find out how below. The Porsche Cayenne 2018 to 2023 often will have a low battery fault. Let's solve it by switching to the AGM battery permanently. The DTC is usually voltage to low. Now, let's remove the cover on the passenger side. Then we loosen the negative terminal of the battery. Remove the negative electrode head. And this side is the positive electrode head. We also need to remove it. And here's a screw, a 13. We need to remove it. After that, we need to unplug the sensor plug before removing the battery. Now let's remove the mat. This is the 12 volts lithium battery, which has been removed from the car. We can see that it has started to swell. Although we haven't opened it yet, we can judge from the current state. It has started to swell. Now this battery is a bit unstable. Now we need to replace this battery with an AGM one, which is 92. This AGM is convenient because it is cheap and there is no BMS that will lock the battery, which brings the whole vehicle to an halt. Then, we'll assemble this AGM onto the vehicle. We need to put this battery into the position of the 12V lithium battery because this position is very appropriate. It is just right. Let's put it into here. The battery is heavier than the lithium one, so be careful when installing it. Now we need to fix this battery in position. After putting the battery, we need to fix this iron frame in place. We put it back like it was, and it's okay. Under here. Put the screw here first. And then there's a hook here that also needs to be hooked in. Then we need to tighten the screws. This is the kit we'll use. There are only 3 things: an OBD connector, a wiring that goes to the current sensor connector, and one negative wire for the sensor. Just these 3 components. After installing the battery, we need to connect these wires correctly. We need to remove the negative wiring of the car, then use our negative wire to connect to the current sensor. We will remove the original cars first. The screw inside is also a 13. So we are going to loosen it. Now we remove this wire. We need to put away the screws. Then taking this wire out. This thing is original wiring. Now we need to install the one in the kit. We need to use the original screw again. After we install the wiring, let's tighten the screw. Okay, done. Then, we need to put the negative wire in this position. After we install the negative wiring, we need to change the other one. Time for the red wire in our kit. The white plastic is for the ventilation of the battery. We need to put it on this position. The wires that used to be here will need to be connected now. In here. And here connects over here. Just here. Then, we need to insert this onto the battery. Then, we finally need to use the red wire. For this wire, this end goes to the pin 2 of the current sensor. On pin 2, we need to remove a cover. This small plug. When we insert the pin in, we need to push out this purple buckle. After we insert it, the first and second pins are connected. Then this ring needs to go to the positive terminal of the battery. Over here. There are 2 places. Either are okay. They are the same. Okay, let's connect here. Let's loosen the screw first, then put this on. And tighten the screw back. Then we can put the cover back. L. Now we pull the wire. Connect it here. Now we can use a zip tie to hold all together. Now we can reinstall the positive terminal head. Then tighten all the screws. After that, let's check if all the screws are tightened okay, and this black terminal head needs to be installed. This is the OBD connector, which is used to allow the car to accept AGM batteries instead of LFP. This step is not possible to reverse without peewees. We just need to connect this to the OBD connector of the car, near the driver's seat. It can adjust the vehicle's configuration on its own. Then we can test it out. Open ignition and wait about 3 to 5 minutes. There will be a fault on the parking brake. This is because we just ran out of power. We just need to relearn the parking brake position. Let's release and apply the parking brake. Then it'll be okay. Let's put on the parking brake. Then release it again. It's okay. Okay, now, the fault is already resolved. Then we can start the car. Our OBD connector has been plugged in for around 3 to 5 minutes. Let's start the car. We can see that we have no battery fault on cluster. We can take a look at the battery status on our instrument panel. We can see that the battery is 12.7 volts, and for the car it is okay. All systems are now powered by the AGM battery.